Today's case study conveniently happens to be a note deal. This one's relatively straightforward, short and simple, the way every good deal should be, right? So here's a photo of the house. So this one was found through RIA GC, did a little bit of networking, and one of my favorite wholesalers happened to come across this one and immediately thought of me for it. So I purchased the note through the RIA member. As far as the negotiation strategy, there wasn't really a whole lot of negotiating to be had. This was a non-performing note being sold for $16,000. The property was worth roughly $40,000 and the loan balance was around $40,000 as well. This was on one of the better streets in Price Hill. Had some owner occupants in it. I was relatively confident on this one that I'd be able to get the homeowners to start paying again on the note. It had roughly a year or so of missed payments. The original owner of the note was an out-of-state investor over in Colorado, I believe, and they just didn't have any feet on the street to work with the homeowners. So in return for forgiveness of the late fees and the penalties, they agreed to start paying again. It was a 25-year term as far as the note was concerned. Roughly 9% interest, and principal and interest was approximately $333 a month. Currently, now that it's reperforming, it is third-party service, try and have as passive income as possible. This is also done in a self-directed IRA, so always great to avoid those taxes. Lessons learned: you can often reperform a non-performing note with a little bit of flexibility to work with the homeowners. Making $4,000 a year on a $16,000 initial investment is not a bad rate of return, and I like notes. So, told you it'd be short and sweet. Anybody has any questions, throw them out there.
Wow, no questions?
Adam, how many notes have you done?
Just a few of them. I think 3 total. One was purchasing, well, actually 2 were purchasing and non-performing. One of them was a foreclosure we ended up taking back. Another one was this one that was reperforming, and then I originated notes as well by selling on owner financing.
My brain doesn't work that fast. Is that considered a reinstatement or a modification?
This was a modification. I forgave the penalties on their existing loan and they just started paying on it again. So basically reset the clock at $40,000. Don't have to. Back. This was done in a Roth, or not a Roth, but a self-directed IRA. So the IRA doesn't have any tax implications. Back corner.
What is the third-party servicing cost?
I believe this one's $15 a month. So it doesn't eat up too much of the profits, and I don't have to deal with any of the paperwork. Company out in, I believe it's Spokane, Washington, Allied, correct, Matt?
Yep.
Where's your education from?
All over the place. I've been with RIA for a few years. I've attended some weekend seminars, learned a lot about notes from some of the local members here. I believe we actually have a note speaker coming in later tonight, so that'd probably be a great place to start.
All right. All right.
Okay.
We'll see you, Adam. Before you walk away, I want you to tell folks how long you have been doing any type of real estate investing.
Actively for probably 4-ish years or so.
And the reason I wanted him to share that is because I have so many people who I talk to who will say, well, I'm not really sure what to do. They're, a little scared to get started. And Adam was also, if folks were here in the fall, Adam was also on our panel. Okay, so, and he's not someone who has been doing this for 25 years, right? So again, you can do, and as the gentleman just asked, where did he get his education from? And your answer was?
Cincinnati RIA and some of the speakers they bring in.
Right. So again, there's no limit to what you can do, right? And if you don't know, that's why we offer the subgroup meetings, for you to go, hear, learn, network with your fellow investors, fellow members, and then of course, take the classes, take the more in-depth courses for those areas that you're interested in. Okay?
Yep.
Thank you
Definitely
very
take
much.
advantage of the wealth of knowledge in this room, both from an educational standpoint and networking.
All right, thank you.